All right, so you want to build your first $1 million AI app with no coding? Well, that is possible, but it's not as simple as just vibe coding some app and then uploading it to the App Store. A lot of marketing goes into it, brand design, and just general knowledge of how the markets work. So this isn't a guarantee that you'll make $1 million off for your AI app, but I'll definitely show you how to integrate a Lovable app into n8n and turn it into an AI app. I'm Stefan, the founder of Genify AI. At Genify AI, we create custom AI solutions for businesses. And if you need any custom AI solutions for your business, make sure to email me. The email will be in the description, or you can join my Discord and contact me directly through Discord. If you're tired of watching AI tutorials and want to learn how to make some real money using AI, my school, the AI Underground, has 100 spots left. So if you would like to join the waitlist, the link will be in the description. This is just some other ChatGPT n8n course where you just get a bunch of n8n templates and access to some sales letters, Here I'll be showing you first the fundamentals of AI infrastructure, how to build AI tools, how to actually understand AI tools on a deeper level. And then in my more advanced community, I'll be teaching you how to monetize those skills, get leads, not just some trash leads, low quality leads, some high quality leads. And I will be teaching about social reflection with AI and how to exploit it using AI. So now that you know about that, make sure to join the waitlist and let's get into the video. All right, so first I'm going to be showing you guys how to set this up from scratch. I'm not going to be like having this pre-built workflow in this video. So you guys can see all the debugging that goes into this and actually see step by step how this stuff is made, but it should be pretty simple and straightforward. So I'm going to be doing a lead capture app that can collect leads from a web page, let's say your business web page, and then send that lead information to CRM and then to, let's say, a sales rep, and then actually follow up with the lead and say, hey, we got your email, a sales rep will be in contact with you soon, this and that. So first we're going to want to add a webhook. So I'm going to be doing post right here, and we're going to be using the test URL for now. I'm going to be copying that here, and now you're going to want to go to Lovable. So we're going to be using Lovable because it's the most beginner friendly like vibe coding app. And if you understand how to code, you can also export the code and then modify it yourself and make it better in your own way. So you're going to want to create an account and buy some credits, or you can use the 5 free credits daily. If you're a student, you can get a 50% discount. So that's pretty cool. So it would be like $12 a month for you if you are a student. So let's say I want to make a lead capture app for my AI agency. And let's say the user can input their business website, URL, full name, budget, project type, and their business type. If that should be good. And I want you to send this information to my n8n webhook URL. So I think that should be good enough for this for Lovable, but you can go in detail, and make your own stuff. Like, you can get really complicated with this stuff and really in depth and make some pretty cool apps, but for now we're just gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna move my camera here. Okay. I move my camera around a lot. Okay, so I'll make it smaller too. There we go. I'll create a professional sleek lead capture app for your AI agency. This will be okay. Now we're just gonna wait, and you can see it's coding and thinking. Usually takes a minute or two, depending on how big the app is, but this should be pretty quick. It might ask us for the n8n webhook, or it'll just input it here and then we can fix that so it's in the back end, not in the front end. So no one can really see your webhook. And this would, I'll be showing you guys how to like make it secure so people can't just access your API keys and stuff on just in HTML, you know, in the inspect. Yeah, okay. So it should be done soon. Okay, I think it is done. What next? Master prompt in use chat mode. Okay, now it's about to load in. As we see, pretty basic stuff here. As we can see, project type, configure, and then here, just for testing, we're going to put the n8n workflow, analysis, business website, full name. I'm going to do https / and then my agency, identifyai.net, business type, SaaS, do budget 5 to 15K, customized solution. And we should, did I say email? No, I didn't put email. We'll be putting email too, because how can they follow up? But let's just test it for now. Then I'll add the email later. So you're gonna do execute workflow. You're gonna wait, submit the lead info. There we go. So now we got the, go to JSON. We got the body. So this is pretty unorganized. We're gonna fix that later. As we can see, business website, name, budget, solution, business type, timestamp, everything. Okay. So you can see it's working. Now we can do what we want with this data, but first let's add the email real quick. Add a email field. So it's just like talking to, let's say you have a employee that's coding. It's the same thing. It's pretty cool stuff. Okay, there we go. This is pretty much it. I'm just gonna put my my email here. Business type stats, customized solution, and the webhook. Okay. My bad, forgot to execute the workflow. Do that again. Do that and the workflow. Now, why is this? Okay. We're gonna fix that later. Okay, submit. There we go. I want to pin that information. Okay, so first, we're going to want to, let's say, email a sales rep. No, we're gonna want to put it into a CRM. So I'm just gonna be using Google Sheets for now. So I got a Google Sheet, create sheet. No, a pen, row, and sheet. You're gonna see here, the sheet you want to use. I'm going to be making one right now, just for this. Okay. And we got the lead capture. I'm gonna go here, pen row, and refresh. Okay, there we go, got the lead capture, the sheet. So in this workflow, we won't be needing to use a AI agent because we know every time it's going to do the same thing. So we don't want to have any error with that using the AI agent. As you can see here, we have that. So here, we're going to want to parse this stuff, right? So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. We're going to need a code node. And we're going to do JavaScript for now. And then you can just go to Claude. So if you don't know how to code, just do this. I'm not going to write that stuff myself and then explain it to you. So you just want to do this, go into Claude, and then say, hey, make me a n8n code node that parses this information. And you're going to send a JSON here because every time it's going to be the same JSON that's passed through. Okay, now this should work. There we go. See it split it here. So it just uses the slice function and then space and then makes its own object. As we can see here, I'm going to pin that just to keep it here. And then we can just drag and drop this information. I don't know why captures here. Yeah, that should be full name. Okay. Do refresh that again. Full name, business website, email, budget, project type, and business type. So this should all add it to the Google Sheets. There we go. So that now it captured the lead. Now we're going to make a follow-up process where it's going to email the lead and then email a sales rep to reach out to them. So let's do Gmail. This should be pretty simple. There we go. Where's send message? And now we're going to be sending it to the lead. And now let's generate a message for them. Hey, make me a message, a email follow up template for leads that provide this information. And we can just drag and drop the variables. Come on, Claude. Okay, we don't want to them to schedule. I mean, we could do that, but for this video, I'm just going to show you guys how to make it. So they say like, hey, a sales rep will be reaching out to you soon. Or we could do this. I think it would be better just to have a calendar link because then they can just schedule it themselves. So let's do that. Okay. And do message, and then go to expression here. We're going to want to parse this. Hi, Stefan. Thank you for your interest. Let me just try this. Maybe it'll just, yeah. Okay. That should be it. Okay, so we know your name is going to be the same always, so best Stefan. Oh no, this is the second approach. We're just going to do the first one. So, email template to, okay, delete this junk. Okay. We're going to put a calendar link here. Let's do like a calendly.com/test. And then here, you can put project focus. So we're going to do AI automation here. Project type for your, and then the platform they put. So it's going to be SaaS. And you could, in theory, put an AI that will just make this more personal for them, but we're just going to make this simple just so you guys can kind of understand the concept of connecting Lovable to n8n. Then here, we're going to do budget range, that here, and your business, Agentify. I could put business name, but whatever. And then here I can see, yes, okay, that doesn't really matter. And then Stefan, CEO, Agentify AI, phone number, and email. Okay. So now every time it's going to send it to this email, and then the subject, we're going to want it to be, let's see what it said here. Next step for your AI automation project. Now we're going to make that project a variable. We're going to go to expression here, and then make that a variable. Okay. So this should email, I think I'm going to email myself here, but we'll see. I'm going to go to, okay. Now the email should arrive here. I'm going to execute the step. Okay, I'm going to need to reconnect. Give me a second. Okay, reconnected. Now let's execute the step. There we go, sent. There we go. Next step for AI automation, Stefan. Let's actually put the name as a variable. So the node before here, it parsed it, the first name, so we can just do that. And then it will be, the name will be a variable too. So that'll be a variable. Okay, so see there's an issue here, is that this is in HTML, not in text. So I'm gonna put that to text, and now it should be better formatted. Yeah, there we go. You can remove this. Okay, perfect. And this email is automatic sent with n8n. Let's remove that. Go to add option, append n8n attribution. Bam. And now from here, we could add like a follow-up system if they don't reply, which would be like a schedule trigger. So yeah, and then we could add where it emails the CEO. So let's do that. We could also do a template for that, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it with AI. You're going to want to do basic LLM chain. Want to do define below. I'm going to want to put in this information. Let's make this more full screen here. Full name, email, business type, business website, budget, project type, and then we're just going to drag that into here. Business website, email, business type, budget, and project type. So yeah, if you get a client like this, you're big balling. So definitely want to get notified by that. Let's add a model, OpenRouter chat model. I'm just going to be using Claude because it's probably the best model out right now, in my opinion. And then here we're going to add a prompt, do system message, use that expression, and give it a job. You are a new lead email notifying agent. Your job is to notify the CEO of Agentify AI, Stephen Evans, that a new lead was added to the CRM. You will be provided the lead's information and craft an email based off of that. I think this is a pretty good prompt, so let's see what kind of email it makes. New high value lead alert. Okay. Not bad, not bad. And then we can add a Gmail node again. Send a message to, it's always going to be the same. So we're going to put just my name, my email. Subject, new lead. Now we could do this so the subject is always parsed. So enable request picker output format, output parse, structured output, and then just create a JSON here. Call it subject, make that empty, and then text, make that empty. And now it should work. There we go, subject. And do that, and then text. And there we go. So now you basically just automated your whole internal lead capture system. So now that we've done that, I'm gonna execute this step. Let's see what kind of email arrives. There we go. It appears to be in the SaaS space, this and that. I recommend promptly schedule a discovery call and learn. Okay. So we're gonna have to give it the context that there isn't a discovery call, but I don't think that's important because this is just a little demonstration. Turn this off here. All right, and that's it. So now you have a little simple Lovable app with a simple AI backend, but you probably get the idea of how to use this webhook. And then I'm going to show you guys one more thing, which will probably help you guys. We're going to do a response, just a little response. We're going to do when last node finishes. No, using the response webhook node. There we go. First incoming item. Okay. We're going to respond. And now I'm going to say here, wait for the webhook response, and then output to the user your message. No, your information was received. A sales rep will reach out to you shortly, and then list the first name when you tell them that. So it's basically gonna say, Stefan, we got your information, this and that. So then we know this worked. So let's do this. Okay, should be done now. Now we can unpin this information and see how this works. All right. Now, once you think this app is ready for production, I'd recommend, for enterprise solutions, I'd recommend learning Python and then migrating this app into Python, because then it will be more reliable. But for testing, n8n is perfect. So let's do that. I'm going to add my information. Stefan Identify. And put the webhook. Execute the workflow. Hello. Okay. Submitting. Thank you, Stefan. Information was received, and a sales rep will reach out to you shortly. There we go. Okay, now, of course, we have an error. Of course. Let's see here. So, this was not outputted correctly. Yeah, so now, okay, so it fixed the webhook handling. Could have done that too, to where the full name and everything is outputted by the webhook. So let's fix that. So this is what kind of goes into debugging, where you'll have these issues, which is completely normal. All this stuff will always happen. You just gotta kind of learn to live with it. We go to email. Okay. All right. Budget. Mouse. Let's work today. And then project type. And business type. So now all of, like, every JSON is going to be completely changed now. So we're going to have to fix this. We're going to run this here. And then, okay, now it works for some reason. Yeah, okay, perfect. And then this should be, yeah, that should work. Let's just see. Yeah. Okay, it's recognized. It should also work. I mean, it has to work. Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna do my name, email, business website, SaaS, and bam. Put in the webhook, execute the workflow, submit the lead information. Thank you, Stefan. Your information was received. The sales rep will reach out to you shortly. There we go. So as we see it triggered here. So the reason it triggered last time is because, and the workflow of course didn't finish, because we did the first incoming item, and the first incoming item could also be an error. So we're going to do this here, JSON, and then we're going to want to do name. No, we're going to want to do lab is sent. Then we're going to do here this value. So if it doesn't have this value, it won't trigger the workflow, and it'll output an error for the user, so the user isn't thinking, oh, okay, I'm about to get this message, but they don't. So that is pretty much it for that. And then what you could do is add I'll be covering a video, covering this in the next video. And go to settings here. Then there's an error workflow, right? And you could put a workflow where you want it to be activated when there's an error in this workflow. So let's say there's an error anywhere, it'll activate another workflow that is the same as this, and it'll grab the information from the past workflow from this webhook and then put it through the same system and notify you that there's an error in the main system. So that is a pretty good use case for that. All right, so now that we have this set up, there's one more step we need to take to make this secure, because you don't want your n8n webhook being here so anyone can send payloads, right? So let's copy that, and then let's tell Lovable, make the n8n webhook secure. You can literally tell like that and paste the webhook. Yeah, okay. I'll secure the webhook by removing it from the form input and storing it securely in the code so it's not exported to users. So that is one way to make it safe. But that's not totally safe because people can still just go into the code and find it, right? So now we can see here, it is not in the front end, but it's in the back end. So let's go here, lead capture form. Let's see if it put it anywhere in the code. Over here, yeah. So you can see, okay, so here we can see, yeah, now it updated. So here we can see the webhook in the code. So we don't want that. Like, why would you want anyone just be able to go into your code and just send your webhook payloads? So what we're gonna do is put it into Supabase, which I'll show you guys, and Lovable will do this all for you. So I don't want it to be visible in the code. Use Supabase to store it safely. Now it'll be in the backend in Supabase, and then this code will communicate with Supabase to that webhook. Yeah, store webhook in Supabase. So let me connect and connect to project. So I already have 2 projects connected, so I'm not going to be messing with those, but that's literally all you need to do. Say connect to Supabase, and then it'll literally just create a Supabase table with your webhook and then connect it to this code. So it won't be in the back end, so it won't be in the front end. So you don't want it to be like just sitting here in the code, right? Because then anyone can look at that. Okay, yeah, and that is basically how you make your webhook more secure. So it's not in the front end. And I wouldn't say it's necessary to put it in Supabase, but if you really want to be 100% sure that no one can access it, I'd put it into Supabase. So yeah, that wraps up the video. We made a cool little app. Like, you know, the sky's the limit with Lovable. You can make all kinds of apps and connect them with the AI backend, like n8n, Crew AI or just your own custom little AI backend. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you want the download to this workflow, it will be in the description. If you need any custom AI solutions built for your business, make sure to reach out to me through email, or you can join the Discord server in the link below and just message me on Discord, or you can book a consultation through my website, agentifyai.net. And if you're tired of watching AI tutorials and want to learn how to make some money with these AI systems by selling them to businesses and actually get a real skill set around AI tools and not just create AI toys, make sure to join the waitlist for my AI Underground community. And the AI Underground isn't just some, ChatGPT, n8n template thing. I'll be actually teaching you guys about social reflection with AI, how to own your own AI infrastructure and AI tools outside the realm of n8n that are way more powerful than n8n. So make sure to check that out and see you guys in the next video.